What's up? Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads, and check out the links posted in the description down below to support the channel. Thank you. Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman and Batman the Animated Series, Justice League, Arkham games, and many other projects, has passed away. Now, anytime I hear about a prolific person passing away, and indeed now in general, the first thing I think of is the Voldemorts. That's the way things have gone. Yet it seems to me that an awful lot of other people out there are like, I don't know what's causing that. Well, I can take a guess, and not only that, when you have receipts like these here, to me, it points towards a certain direction. Now, Warner Brothers have come out and have said that this was a short illness due to cancer. Kevin Smith, on the other hand, today has said that he was talking to Kevin Conroy in late October, and they were planning events for 2023. Those stories don't seem to add up to me. Now, it's entirely possible that he could be keeping it to himself. The very same thing happened with Norm MacDonald. He passed away, and it was after a short battle, apparently, with cancer. And an awful lot of people said, we didn't know. It's kind of strange, though, to be making plans if you're in such dire straits, is it not? These are questions that I'm just asking. Now, there has been professionals that are out there in Dr. Peter McCullough and also Dr. Robert Malone, who have made suggestions about these Voldemorts, as I like to call them, and what they could potentially do and what they could potentially set off. And cancer was actually one of the things that they highlighted. They highlighted that more than a year ago. But I just want to show you some tweets here from Kevin Conroy and show you some of the stuff that was going on his Twitter. Now, bear in mind that this is a guy that posted anti-Donald Trump rhetoric. That's right, that's the same Donald Trump that pushed forward these in Operation Warp Speed, and then of course was pro-Joe Biden. That's a fella that wanted to make these mandatory. Now, recently, over the last couple of weeks, it seems like the company beginning with P that has paid out massive fines for criminal behaviour in the past is actually admitting that they knew that they didn't know if it was going to stop transmission or not, and actually they're more so on the side of, we knew it wasn't going to stop transmission. So what was the point? People's livelihoods, people's friendships, people passing away, the birth of children, all missed for no reason, for something with a 99.9% survival rate. And wouldn't you know it, the flu has made a magical comeback. Now, here's the thing, and I hope videos like this do this. My hero has always been my dad, and I see an awful lot of people that are grieving the loss of Kevin Conroy as their hero, their father figure. I just look and I feel pity for those people, because I have a fantastic father and a fantastic dad, and a lot of these people are missing that. And my dad was one of the very few people that at the outset of this said, hang on here, something doesn't smell right. That's a hero to me. And when people are trying to talk about this guy being some sort of hero, when you see this sort of behaviour, to me that's no hero. You have this comment here from Mark Strauss, and it says, if the CDC had hired real Kevin Conroy to do Voldemort advocacy PSAs in his menacing Batman voice, the entire country would be immune by now. Well, that's entirely not true, because we know that they don't work. But they were trying to use a cultural icon in Batman to sway people. Marvel Comics recently tried to do the same thing. Ironic, given the fact that they were using Tony Stark, who has heart problems. Now, we know that strokes, blood clots, myocarditis, sudden passings, weird cancers, they're all totally normal. You know yourself. Kevin then says, thanks Mark, what a great idea. Alfred, get the CDC on the line. It's time to save Gotham with some Voldemort PSAs. Happy to you as Batman in this nonsense. That's no hero to me. Kevin then goes on to say this then, Happy New Year everyone, forward together, 1st of January 21, with this here. Again, like I said, anti-Donald Trump rhetoric, but as soon as the other guys are in charge, it's like, it's totally okay, no problem at all. Flip the switch. That's why you can't be trusting any of these people. And look where it's led an awful lot of them now at this stage. Gilbert Gottfried, Bob Saget, what happened to Ray Liotta? What's happening to all of these people, these athletes, particularly here in Ireland? Over 18 GAA players, cyclists, rugby players. What's going on with them? This is a repeat of the tweet I showed you earlier on. And then you see nonsense like this here from the 2nd of August 21. Hiding behind a piece of perspex glass. As if this is going to stop anything. This is the insanity that went on for 2 years. I hope a video like this is shown to someone in 100 years' time and they go, oh my god, I can't believe the silliness of what went on. So this Perspex piece of glass here, when they're probably both at this stage of the game after taking the sauce, want to still hide behind the Perspex glass. This is the insanity that happened for the best part of 2 years, because stupid people's voices were amplified and the intelligent people's voices were silenced. And it was promoted on a platform like this. This is why the acquisition of this platform has become very interesting to watch, and it will be interesting to watch in the future. Notice as well too, an awful lot of the lefties already are like, oh, I want to get out of here. I'm not surprised, because bad takes like these that have been put up there. Kevin Conroy then again, let's get Voldemort before the con mutates into something we truly can't control. Any chance of sanctions for China by any chance? No? You don't want to do that? Okay, that seems strange. Seems like they created it and left it out, but you don't want to do anything about that, no? Very weird. More interested in Russia man bad. You've got this here as well, Kevin Conroy, and he says this, don't be a chump. Hashtag get Voldemort. Very interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. And like I said, the anti-Trump rhetoric, and they're talking about these people, and instead themselves they're saying, oh no, we want to take the same stuff. These are the very same people that are telling you that they don't trust this guy. You know what I mean? Doesn't add up, does it? Kevin Conroy, 22nd of August 21, please protect yourself and those you love. Get Voldemort. Again, we know that that's not true. I'm sure that this wasn't highlighted, this post on Twitter about visiting for information. It was just left go. He's not a doctor. Clearly not. 800,000 passed. No one is asking you to storm the beaches at Normandy, the jungles of Vietnam, or the desert of Iraq. Just get a Voldemort, wear a mask for your own good. Okay, so that's even more silliness that you're seeing there. Get a Voldemort, but still wear a mask. Does that not seem hypocritical to you? No, because critical thinking skills for these people aren't what's for them. These people are reading words off pages that other people have written for them to just regurgitate. There's nothing special about these individuals. And that's what's happened as well too over the last 2 years. More and more people have witnessed that, have viewed that, and have recognised that. And they understand now that celebrities like this have been used and utilised to do very negative things. My ultimate comment is this though. It's very sad to see anybody pass away, and my sympathies with him and his family. However, what is happening is more and more people are disengaging. They're realising and recognising how things are being used and why they're being used and how people are being used in very negative ways to their own detriment, it seems. This is a man, by the way, just to put it out there, who was talking about being in his home and going on strolls when in quarantine, to just put this out there. Going on strolls out of quarantine. So the last 2 years of his life haven't been that great because he was scared ultimately of a flu. And that is happening with so many people across the world. Lives cut short, lives ended in a very poor way, in my opinion, all because of people bowing down to absolute nonsense. And this platform in Twitter helped to aid all of that. That's why the acquisition is very important, and that's why you're seeing so many of them flip out, because the narrative and the power, because that's what they had, the power and control to attempt to reshape reality. How disgusting is that? Went unchallenged. Well, you're starting to see people stack up now. You're starting to see things pile up. You're starting to see people that are prolific individuals now starting to make an exit out of this plane of existence. 66 years of age this guy was. I don't know about you, but I'd certainly be asking very serious questions if I was the families of these people. But an awful lot of these people's families have bought into it, hook, line and sinker, and they won't ask the questions. Instead, they point the finger at everybody else and anybody else that they can, instead of where it should be going. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads. Check out the links posted in the description down below. It's part of the channel. I'll talk to you later. Good luck.